Hello, everybody. This is Preston Wallace, and you're watching the eSource channel. All that news coming to you, the fine people. We're here to talk breaking news tonight. A lot has happened in Peru, the South America jungle area. There have been a lot of tsunamis, tremors, just coming around, smashing up that beautiful part of the land. And I give my best regards to all the people there. And you know what? It is to be believed that Lara Croft has caused this fateful start of events. It seems that much of it is probably going to lead to an apocalypse. I mean, why so many disasters all coming on at once? Well, you know what? Let's take on some calls right now and see what they think.
Hello, Preston. This is Joe Shannon. I like your show, but I will have to disagree with you. Me personally, I do not think that Laura is doing anything bad. There must be some greater purpose here. You know, there have been other occasions where she has done good for the people before. So why on earth would she do this on purpose?
Well, I'll tell you why. No idiot would ever do that. If I was in her position, I wouldn't have done that either. Who cares about the people that much to do that sort of thing? Perhaps her mind was in some sort of different place in these other times where she's quote unquote helped people. But you know what? You're an idiot as well for believing it. I think that she's trying to screw everything for everybody else here.
Come on, man. Why you gotta be so bitter about this? Laura has done some good things for the people. Why you gotta be so negative, huh? There's nothing that she has done before that will be the opposite of what she does now. You understand me?
Don't you talk that way to me. This is my radio show. You're wasting my time and others that are trying to listen. Laura is a big fraud, and you know it.
Well, you know what, Preston? Your show is a piece of bleep. Nobody would watch your radio show even if it meant that I was gonna pay them $1 million to listen to that trash. So you know what? You can take that radio show, take that mic, and stick it up your...
Whoa. Well, you know what? We just had to cut that guy off before he said any more. But, you know, let's just end this radio show off here. That was a pretty drastic moment. But, you know, I hope for the best for the people down in Peru. Hope everything turns out well. And Laura, I know you're a fraud. I know you're out to get everybody. But, you know, this has been the eSource channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. And have a good night. Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's a Ye Kind of Life, and I just wanted to introduce to you to my second review. Before I start, I will say that little skit that I did a little bit ago, it was just something I wanted to try out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. I thought it was kind of funny, but nonetheless, let's just start things off with the cons I have with this game. And the reason being is that I just wanted to change things up so that way there's something good to look forward to. But after I completed Shadow of the Tomb Raider, there were two issues that I had, one being with the story, and I won't go much into it since a lot of my issues or problems were towards the end of the game. But I will go out and say that the final plot points could have been done a little bit better. Everything else before that, I think it was pretty good. Especially the beginning. I liked it. But, you know, overall, Just the final plot points were my biggest problem. And the final issue I had was with the style of gameplay. Most of it just played out the same way, and it felt like just like the last two previous titles. I did love it for a good portion of the game. That's why I was able to tolerate it and finish it. But after a while, it felt too familiar and it got somewhat boring. But I'm sure a lot of you guys will still like it, still, especially if you play the other games. Um, if you haven't, I recommend that you do. But if you're looking to play because of like story elements, getting an understanding of where Lara came from and such, I I recommend that you play the second one, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That will especially give you a lot of understanding of who Lara is. But the first one still is really good because that's what kind of got me into the whole reboot and franchise. Um, but yeah, it's just the trilogy is just really fun. It's the Yi recommendation, so come on. Uh, Speaking of the story, though, I will provide a little explanation of this whole mine apocalypse fiasco. So basically, what's going on in this installment, Lara Croft has trekked to South America in search of a key to a silver box so that her enemies, a group named Trinity, does not use it to destroy the world and recreate it to their own liking. In her mission to stop Trinity, she has mistakenly taken the key and caused the start of a series of cataclysms in which it will end again in a mine apocalypse. So, in order to stop this apocalypse from happening, Laura and her friend Jonah will work together in search of the silver box so Trinity does not get a hold of it and use it to their advantage. But nonetheless, this whole entire game takes place in a jungle environment. So, whether whether you're concerned about the gameplay, um, a lot of it will come here. I'm sure you're gonna love it, and that's what I'm gonna talk about right about now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, since much of the gameplay is the same, I will give the basics on how it works. Like the Uncharted series, there will be a lot of climbing in which Lara uses her pickaxes to get around. As far as combat goes, though, pickaxes can too be used as melee weapons, but you will just be mainly using bows, pistols, and assault rifles to protect yourself. There are a couple of other special weapons you can use, but I will keep those a secret to find out for yourselves, especially those who haven't played the other games. To add on to that, though, there are upgrades you can apply to your weapons so they can do more damage and work more effectively. Also, what gives a little bit of more like oomph to the weapons is that each one has their own, or for the most part, most of them have, little attachments you can put on them, or like special ammo, as I would call it. Kind of like with the bow, it has, you can make fire arrows, and with the assault rifles, you can, shoot grenade launchers from them. But in order to use these special types of ammo, you will have to get supplies and all that good stuff. Especially with all the other ammo, you need supplies to create them. The only thing that doesn't need supplies though is for just regular bullets for your simple weapons like pistols and assault rifles. But that's pretty much it on that. One thing I absolutely loved was the stealth in this game. The reason being is that you can use mud to camouflage yourself, so you can hide along walls or in bushes, and the enemies won't even know that you're there. You can just take them down with your knife and move on to the next location. Not only that, but when you're doing stealth, you can also do some pretty cool takedowns as you're in the trees. I will let my gameplay speak for itself, so we can just move on. One important aspect I wanted to inform you guys about are the skills. They're all based on combat, supply finding, and just basic survival. You get them due experience points by doing side missions and exploring tombs. What's cool though is that you can change the difficulty of puzzles you have to complete in tombs. Combat's difficulty can be changed as well, along with the option of whether or not you want hints. And me personally, I love the tombs. They really challenge your thinking, your problem solving, all of that. And I think people who like puzzles, I think you guys would have a treat with this one. Talking about music, the music in the game can be very intense. Kind of like when you're trying to camouflage in the jungle, hiding from the enemies. It gives that sense of edginess that is just done so perfectly well. And graphics have improved a lot since the other two games. For example, you can see the tracks that you make in the mud, and just the environment around you, it looks beautiful. It's nice. Alright everybody, that pretty much sums up my review. Now I will give my rating, but since my last video, I've changed my rating scale a little bit. It's pretty much the same, but just a little bit of more scores added in. So I will explain them here. So as far as my rating goes, the worst this time would be it being very bad but having some good moments is and it being decent, you know, as its good and bad moments is and then it being, you know, really fun but still has a little bit of issues is and it being the best it can be is Now, my fine people, I will bring to you my score on Shadow of the Tomb Raider by Square Enix, and my score is a You know, it had its really good moments, but its bad moments brought it down a little bit. But hopefully next time, you know, a company or even Square Enix makes another Tomb Raider game, perhaps it'll be better than this, so I can give it an even better score. It was almost nearly perfect, but it just felt too much the same. There was only a few differences here and there, but other than that, I liked it. So I think you guys should try it out too. But anyways, this has been It's a Ye Kinda Life, and I'll see you all next time. What is up everybody? It's a Ye Kinda Life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just like always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I just wanted to make a shout out to Music Maker Jam. Their creators are Magix, Magix, and you know, I've been using this app for quite a while to make music, but they just have some really sick beats. I've been combining these beats to make into little music tracks or clips, but I think you guys should try this app out. It surely has benefited me. So anyways, I'll catch you all later, and have a good rest of your day.